Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Clutch back again with another video for you guys, and today we have a huge video. It is going to be one of the best ones on my channel. So if you'd have seen 4 or 5 days ago, I did recommend a new formation for the game. I posted it on the channel. I was really excited to give it to you guys because I knew how good it was. And basically, EA have confirmed how good it was by banning it. They have banned all 5 and 3 at the back formations from competitive professional play, which means that you cannot use it in any professional or qualifier games. You can obviously still use it on stuff like Ultimate Team and whatnot, but it is basically so good that they have banned it from basically for you to be able to use it when you are competing. So yeah, obviously I'm super excited to give you guys this video again and in a better way where I can give you guys basically the best tactics possible for this formation, basically what all the comp and pro players were using. Just a meta version of using this formation. So before we do get into it, guys, if you haven't already, please drop a like on the video, drop a comment, let me know what you want to see from me in the future. And like I said, if you do enjoy the videos, please subscribe. It helps a lot. And yeah, listen, we will get straight into it. I'm not gonna leave you guys hanging for too long. Like I said, it's a formation I am super excited to bring to you guys, especially in the best way possible. Now it's been a few days, I really know how the game works. Because it is just ridiculous that it's so good that EA have banned it. Now, the defensive style is on balance. Now, I'm not using any pressing tactics, and from what I was seeing, the pros weren't either. Everyone was pretty much using balanced for this. It is just the best way of playing it. For me, you don't really need a pressing tactic on a 5-back. The defensive attributes of that formation are already so good that really there isn't much you need to do with it. So for me, balanced is just the way forward. Width is on 45. Now that is because we want those centre backs tucked in, especially with the wing backs as well. We want to basically just try and do our best to stop through balls as much as possible. We don't want anything too mad going on. We really want to try and just stop people breaking in behind our team. Now the depth is on 72. Now this is purely for the offside traps. If you don't know, when you set your depth to 72, the game automatically triggers offside traps for you during the game. Try and catch people offside. It sounds very broken, and that's because it is. Especially against like a mid to lower level players. They're just not ready for it. They really don't expect it, and it can really just help you defend and win the ball back in so many situations. So for me, the auto offside traps are an absolute must. If you don't want to use it, you can just use 50 depth and it'll be fine. But for me, it is a massive part of using this formation, so I would definitely recommend it. Now, the build-up play is unbalanced. Again, the only one I would recommend if you were going to use one is long ball. That is only because this is a bit more of a counter-attacking style of formation. Generally, you know, you'll defend, basically soak up pressure and then catch people on the counter-attack. But if you were really trying to abuse that to its fullest extent, I would say using long ball is probably the best way, as it is the best build-up play tactic in terms of counter-attacking people. So long ball would be the way if you were going to, but for me, balanced is the best way. It is just a nice mix of the three. And also, I don't like my players making too many weird out-of-the-way movements. So for me, balance just keeps the structure of the formation, and I just personally really enjoy that. Now the chance creation is on direct passing. If you haven't already seen me tell people why direct passing is so good, I'll quickly break it down for you now. So direct passing basically makes your players make better in behind runs for through balls. Basically the higher your players' attacking positioning is, the better the runs they make in behind, especially if they're fast as well. Fast and higher attacking positioning, they will be absolute demigods at it. So yeah, direct passing is just the chance creation tactic on the game. The best way to abuse through balls and really get in behind, attack your opponent, and really try and just score as many goals as you can, really. There isn't any other option to use. It is direct passing. Now, width is on 40. You will see why this makes a bit more sense as I go through my instructions as well. But for me, I like to just have my wider area players in terms of attacking just slightly narrower, especially because we don't have a 2-striker formation and we are playing left wing, right wing. I don't want to isolate my striker. I want him to be getting involved in attacks and getting involved in play. And I find that if you have your width too high, you can get isolated. So for me, width is the way. The 40 width, sorry, is the way. Now, my players in the box is on 7. Now, this does seem probably a bit over the top. But for me, I want both of my midfielders getting involved in my attacks. Now, not to the craziest extent, but I do want them involved in some form of capacity, especially because, like I said, we do only have left wing, right wing striker. It isn't like we have loads of options, so we do need to create some wherever we can. So for me, players in the box on 7 is the way, because like I said, your midfielders get involved, your wing backs slightly get more involved as well with 7 in the box. So it is just the best way to do it, really. Now, corners and free kicks are all personal. For me, I like to have 2 for a corner tactic I use. If you do want a corner tutorial, let me know down in the comments below. Now, this is obviously how we've got the team set up, and we will go through the instructions. So I do have my central striker on stay central, getting behind. Like I said, I do want him in these central areas, just because we're going to have enough wide options. I don't need anyone else covering the wide areas. And I do also have him on getting behind. Now, this is obvious. Obviously, this is for the through balls. We all know how good through balls are, so that's a pretty obvious one to have on. Now, I do have my left winger on cut inside, get in behind. Now, that is because, again, I want him to be slightly narrower and get more involved in the attacks. And also, I want him to make good in-behind runs, you know, in between the full-backs and centre-backs, so my midfielders can pick out passes, my striker maybe, even my right winger. I want them just getting in behind and attacking those spaces. Because they basically is going to end up playing almost like 3 strikers. That's the way you want it to play. So we just do want them as narrow as we can and making as many in-behind runs as we can. And that is also the same for the right winger. Cut inside, getting behind, making those good attacking runs and helping our striker in these attacking situations. Now, I do have my right centre mid on all balanced except cover centre. Again, like I said, that's because I do want my players getting slightly more involved in the attacks. And like I said, we do have 2 options either side in the wider area, so we do not need either of our centre mids drifting out into those wide areas to help defend. There just really isn't any point in it. They're basically just going to be wasting space, really. So we do have both of them on cover centre. Again, like I said, it is literally both of them just on cover centre as well. I don't have neither of them on stay back while attacking. If you wanted to have one on stay back while attacking, you could do it. But for me, I just feel like I want the extra attacking options. Because like I said, as much as we are using a 5-back, we really are trying to utilise this formation to its capacity and just try and get the most out of it. So for me, having those centre mids on attacking as well, basically more attacking tactics and instructions is the best way to have it. Now, we do have all 3 of our centre-backs just on default instructions, and the same with our goalie. And then we do have both of our wing-backs on stay back while attacking overlap. Now, that is because we don't want them to bomb on too far forward. We do want them to protect our defence. We don't want to be caught out in the wide areas, because we all know how good dribbling is this year and how good cutbacks are. So we don't want to get caught out there. But also, when these wingers do tuck into the central areas, we do still want wide options. So I do have both of them on overlap, so they do make those wide runs to help support our basically our attackers when we are going forward. Yeah, guys, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Like I said, obviously these tactics are incredible. You should definitely be using them. Obviously EA banned them. It's absolutely mental. And like I said, if you did enjoy the video, please drop a like. It helps so much. Drop a comment, drop a sub, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.